Hello, my name is David. Thank you for watching Crazy Narcissist Ex-Girlfriend. Today's video is the Couch Surfer Narcissist. Now, the reason I made this is because it affects so many people. Now, I am talking about the male narcissist. I'm sure there's a female version of the Couch Surfer Narcissist, but it is not like the male one. Lots of you women are affected by this. I help people all the time that have been affected by this, and you guys might think that the couch surfer bounce in and out might not do the same damage to your brain, but believe it or not, these people have relationships, they are living with these people, they think, and it causes the same damage. It's horrible. So the couch surfer, for those of you who don't know what the slang term couch surfer is, it's that person, typically like in college years, where they kind of stay on your couch and, for whatever day, couple days, and then they bounce on to the next person's, and then the next person's, and the next person's, kind of like they're surfing everyone's couch, right? And then eventually they come back and maybe stay at your place again and blah, blah, blah. So that is like the mooch, right? The narcissist. We all kind of dealt with somebody like that when we were younger, hopefully just when we were younger. And we usually can't get rid of them, or we don't want them to come back and stuff like that. Well, I gave this title the Couch Surfer Narcissist because that is kind of what they do. They will bounce in and out of women's homes. They constantly are meeting new women. They have the longest list of women in their phone. They're constantly seeing this woman, that woman, that woman, that woman, that woman. They're staying at a different woman's house almost every night. And they keep in contact, and they all believe they have a relationship with this guy. All of them. And he's damaging and abusing all of them. Tons. These guys sleep with hundreds of women. I know, I said hundreds. I mean it. I'm serious. I have known guys like this. And I see guys like this. Like my old job I used to have. A lot of customer service. High count. Customer service count. And these guys will hit on girls. They come in. They swoop in. They're really charming. They might be kind of cute. Typically younger, and they swoop in and they really flatter the girl, and they really get these girls that aren't floozies, that aren't dating people all the time, that aren't having sex much. They may not have a lot of friends. They don't even might go out much at all. So they get really flattered by this guy, right? And the guy comes on quick, just like a narcissist. They come on real quick, right? And they flatter you, and it's just a great time, and they totally talk you. They're really, really good at manipulating, man. They're really good at getting into your house. They really want to get to your place that night. They have to. And they try and get you to break down all boundaries, and they cross them all, and they push them all, but they're really sneaky about it. They're really good about it. They make, that beginning stage of narcissism. This is all in one night. Okay? And it might, I'm not saying they all do it one night. They might do it periodically over a week, a month, but they make it really good. And what it is it's almost the cycle every time they come and stay. So it's really, really good, really nice. Then they have sex. He gets what he wants, which could be money, food, alcohol, drugs, pills, sex, attention, just a place to stay. Let me borrow your car. Let me sell drugs out of your house, pills out of your house. And obviously he's not going to ask, but eventually you're going to find out that he's doing that. So the rules, he sets the rules real quick. And is what happens, you guys, is you basically from that point on, when he leaves, you guys want that first night again. And this, I'm telling you, this affects so many women. So many women out there think that they are dating somebody, right? But they realize after some time goes by, they're like, I only talk to this person, or I only see this person Saturday night and Sunday. And I'm only allowed to text them during the day, not at night. You learn that there's unspoken rules that are set down pretty quick. And it's let down, and come by and swoop you up and make you, oh, hi, feel all good, and it's lots of fun, and then they're gone again. And there are a lot of women out there that believe that a guy is living with them and have no stuff there, and they only see him twice a week. There's a lot of women who think they're in deeply involved relationships with these men, and they're not. They're just not. All they are is just a, booty call, come by, swoop you up, but they must say all kinds of stuff, all kinds of promises and lies, and, let's go do this next week. Let's go do that, oh, you know what I've always wanted to do? Let's go do this next month. Let's go fucking skydiving, whatever it is. And they basically are just mooches, man. These guys are trying to get whatever they can from you while they're with you. It's usually not just one thing. Like I said, a lot of these guys are alcoholics, drug addicts, drug dealers, and you don't know. They don't present themselves to be like that. They dress nice, they look nice, they speak nice, they look in your eyes, they seem so genuine and nice. These are just the most manipulative men ever. And they have 10, 12 women thinking that they're all in relationships with him. Okay? So these unwritten rules, if you look at what they are, you can only text me during the day because I work at night. Right? No, he works during the day, but he lives with somebody else at night. So he'll take text messages during the day because he can at work, and he'll reply to you and you'll think he's at home. Right? But don't text me at night. I cannot take text messages at night while I'm working. No, he can't while he's with his wife, while he's with his girlfriend, while he's with some other whoever. Right? So he's got you down for Saturday nights and Sunday, and he's got Gloria for Monday nights, right? He's got Susan on Tuesday nights. He's got Kathy on Thursday and Fridays. Kathy's a little more special. He's been with her a longer time. But see, now these guys aren't just coming over and have a one-night stand with you. They'll keep in contact with you. And they have no problem promising this, promising that. All future faking. And they are just trying to keep you hanging there enough so that they can come back when they want to, okay? This causes paranoia. He's controlling. It makes you insecure. He's very demanding, clingy, needy, okay? And it makes you these things. It makes you clingy and needy and desperate, okay? There is no security and no reassurance. It's all fake, and you guys are all trying and just hoping and just clinging on to the fact that they'll come back tonight. They'll come back tonight. And when you ask, what have you been doing? Where are you going? Right? Oh, you're controlling. You're paranoid. You're clingy. You're all these things, right? That he is. Okay? So, just to let you kind of know what's going on. This is kind of what's going on in your guys' heads. I'll make this quick and brief. Oxytocin is a love hormone. It's the hormone in here that we call the love hormone. And it rises and falls, kind of how we feel emotionally. As we get emotionally closer in love with somebody, oxytocin levels rise. Now, this is why, you guys, when I tell you to go have a break, have a damn break between this relationship and the next one. Because what happens all too often, I'm not going to try and get off the subject too much, but what happens all too often is you guys are hurting really bad. You have your stress levels up, all this, but your oxytocin levels are down. When you meet somebody, it almost doesn't matter who they are. As long as they're giving you attention and it's close to that love, your oxytocin levels go up. It's a Band-Aid. It makes you feel better temporarily. So you cling on to these new people, new relationships. It's easy to idealize them. It feels great, especially if they're really nice to you after that person's been really, really bad to you. So what happens, you guys, is guys and girls' oxytocin levels are a little different. So a guy, right? A guy comes over, this Couch Surfer Narcissist, right? He comes over to this girl's house. It doesn't matter if it's the first time he meets her or if it's the 10th time he comes over to screw her. His oxytocin levels build up and build up and build up. As he calls you and you say, yeah, come over, his oxytocin levels build up. When he comes over and you give him a hug and he kisses you, his oxytocin levels build up. When he really thinks he's going to have sex with you, it starts building up more. When you guys have foreplay and start having sex, it builds up as max as it'll go. And then after his orgasm drops, boom, pants go up, gone. Now that is typical in males. Okay? So when you have a couch surfer narcissist, this is the pattern, you guys. They come by, they get what they want, and they're gone. They are gone. A girl's oxytocin levels, they raise after sex, during orgasm and after. Now, the reason this happens, you guys, oxytocin levels going up and down, is we want, as a human race, it brings men and women back together after they have sex. After some time goes by and we separate, When the guy starts thinking about the girl again, the oxytocin levels go up again. It makes him want him to go back to her again. Her levels are already up from the orgasm, and afterwards, she wants him to come back again. They're thinking about each other, okay? They think about each other, but it's just hormonal. So he comes back, and as he comes back, he knows that his oxytocin levels rise up, and he likes it. It feels good. Yours, you just miss him and want to be with him, and you think you love him, and you let him have sex with you, and then during the sex and the orgasm, your levels go up. Right afterwards, his drop, pants go up, he's down. You, levels go up, and you're missing him. Oh God, please come back, please come back. So you sit and wait a week for him to come back, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, okay? That's what's going on in both of your brains, so that's why. You have a role, and what he does is establish your role, right, by what you want to give him, what he can get from you. And it's very common. They want to use your car. They want to use your house while you're at work. They want to stay there. They want to shower. They want to eat your food. They want to go through your stuff. And these people are nasty. They'll use everything. They'll grab your chapstick and put it on their own lips. They'll grab your Q-tips and they'll use your toilet paper. They'll use every single thing you have, right? Because that's how they live their life. That's how they get what they need. And they are causing massive damage to your brain. Because what happens, the actual damage that causes to your brain is what happens during narcissistic abuse is you have an organ in your brain that when they make you feel good, it swells. And then when they leave and it stresses you out, it shrinks. And then they come back and make you feel better and it swells and it shrinks and it swells and it shrinks. And that's causing the damage to your brain. So every time they leave and come back, every time you let them come back and then they leave again, you are helping him cause damage to your brain. Okay? Lots of conditioning abuse. Okay? So he will come in, swoop you up and make you feel all good again while he's there. And he knows to do this periodically. He may not even want to, but after 2 weeks, he's like, oh, I better keep that going. I better keep that good. He comes by and sees you for a little while, right? You have to have massive cognitive dissonance. If you don't know what cognitive dissonance is, go check out my video. You have two different realities, right? You have the reality that he's never there, that he's only there once, twice a week, right? And he's gone, and you don't know where he is. But your common sense brain is telling you he's probably with somebody else. He probably has a girlfriend. He probably has this. But then right when you start thinking that, he comes back in your life, swoops you up, makes you feel like the greatest person in the world, right? And promises something that you guys are going to do next week, next month, next year. And you feel all better, and he has sex with you, and your oxytocin levels rise, and you feel all good again. Then all you want is for him to come back. Okay? Very important rule for everybody out there with narcissists, okay? And this is everything. So screw that cognitive dissonance, right? People's actions should match their words. So what I tell you, I do, right? I should actually do. If I tell you that I'm going to be back here and to see you on Wednesday, and we're going to have fun on Thursday, right? You can't let somebody keep not showing up, not calling you, canceling. Okay, so actions must meet words. Very, very important with this. Okay, you must have security, and it's okay to ask for reassurance in a relationship. You must have security in a relationship. Okay, that's why I'm repeating it. It is very important that you know what your role is, that you know where you stand always in a relationship. Nobody should keep you guessing. Nobody gets to set the speed that makes you uncomfortable. Nobody gets to not let you know where you stand in a relationship. Nobody let you wonder what both of you are. Okay? Actions must meet the words. So it's okay to ask for reassurance. And when you ask for reassurance and that person tells you you're being paranoid, that's not right. Okay, that's not right, you guys. You guys can't let people do this to you anymore. No more. Love yourself. And love yourself before you love anybody else. Okay? So important. If you guys have any questions, go down below and ask me. I hope that helps you guys. Hope that was interesting and a little bit of information for you. Watch out for these guys. Okay, they're massive abundance. And if these guys are sleeping with 100, 200, 300 women each, that is a lot of women being affected. That is a lot of women having unwanted pregnancies, STDs, venereal diseases. That's a lot. And I know a lot of women who are very, very, very good. They don't date people. They don't have sex with anybody. And they hook up with one of these guys one night and get herpes. You know what I mean? It's awful. It's awful. I've seen very young, pretty, nice women get caught up with a guy like this in just a day or two, and their whole lives are affected by it for the rest of their lives. So don't let people do this to you. Actions must meet words, okay? Thanks, guys. Ask me anything, okay? Take care. Love you guys. Love yourself first. Bye-bye. Danny Dog Productions.